The juice is loose.
Yeah.
So somebody sent me a picture of gallons of orange juice, and yesterday was the expiration date on it.
Oh, man.
This laugh.
Oh, do you want to hear something else?
Yes.
I saw the funniest damn headline on an automotive website.
Okay.
Ford Broncos and OJ both recalled the same day.
Oh my god!
Oh my gosh!
Seriously,
was it?
There was a Bronco recall for some kind of fuel line issue on a certain number of Ford Broncos, and Ford issued a recall. Listen, all auto manufacturers have recalls, but so Ford issues a recall on some Broncos yesterday, and then OJ, the announcement of his death, and then can you imagine the headline? Ford Bronco and OJ both recalled the same day. I'm like, whoa. And, of course, the Ford Bronco, the white Ford Bronco, and the low-speed chase back in the summer of 94. All right, couple of observations here. I've got to play the phone calls that we made to OJ. And, folks, stand by, because right after this, we're rolling into Hal Herman, who will perform live 2 songs off his upcoming CD, the new Hal Herman album.
It's called Welcome to Hell.
What is it?
Welcome to Hell.
And Hal Herman's, I guess, stage name is Hell Herman.
That's right.
All
right, so that's coming up in just a bit. First, though, OJ, and I made a statement a little while ago that it's kind of morbid, but some of the success of this radio show is because of OJ Simpson, in the fact that if you remember, trust me, but if you're kind of new to the area, or if you've only been here for, I don't know, less than 25 years, you might not have even known this. But during the whole OJ Simpson matter, the MJ and BJ morning show, BJ was the old partner. It used to be the MJ and BJ show. BJ left the show in 2001. Then it became just the MJ morning show. But we started this show in February of 1994. Then you had the OJ situation, the murders of Ron Goldman and Nicole Brown Simpson later that summer. Then that led to OJ being the suspect, the low-speed chase, the whole deal, the arrest, the booking of OJ Simpson, and, of course, the famous OJ mugshot. And this is where it gets interesting. OJ was part of putting the MJ and BJ morning show on the map in the Tampa Bay area. This has got to be one of the most brilliant advertising campaigns ever, and certainly in radio or TV. Nobody knew who we were. MJ, BJ, no one knew our faces. No one knew us. We were brand new. In 1994, we were brand new on the Power Pick. And when OJ was arrested for the murders, he took that mugshot. And we had this brilliant idea. We were MJ and BJ, and then we have OJ, and my God, the alliteration there. MJ, BJ, OJ. So what we did, we took the OJ official Los Angeles police mugshot of OJ. We recreated the same mugshot. We put on a white shirt, and I think, didn't he have like a black blazer on? Yeah, a dark blazer. We recreated the same thing. Blue background. We even took the booking card and put it in front of us, and we bought about 25 huge billboards all around the Tampa Bay area. And the first thing people saw was just the mugshots of me, BJ, and OJ. So there were 3 mugshots, almost like like the Brady Bunch, where you have the squares.
Right.
So that's what it reminded me of. So it was me, BJ, and then OJ. All 3 mugshots lined up on billboards. We're talking the huge 40-foot billboards all over the Tampa Bay area. And we put those up for about a month. And it was just these mugshots, and everyone was talking about it. Local news, and I still have VHS tapes lying around somewhere. Local news, other radio stations. It was genius. It was brilliant. All these other radio stations, other morning shows in town were talking about, man, have you seen these billboards? There are 2 guys on there, and then there's OJ. Who are these other guys? Other radio shows, TV stations, Channel 13, Channel 10, Channel 8, Channel 20. They were doing stories, and everyone's wondering, what are these billboards? There were news reports. And then the great reveal. So for a month, it was just the mugshots with nothing. And then 3 weeks to a month later, the billboards change. And then it's still the mugshots, but then it says MJ, BJ, OJ, and then underneath the big reveal, morning show on our old station.
Oh, that's pretty smart.
And it was MJ, BJ, OJ, the mugshots, and the talk in this town was unbelievable. One of the greatest billboard radio advertising campaigns in the history of American radio. And that's why it's a little twisted and morbid that OJ put us on the map. OJ helped. I mean, I hate to say it, but that whole situation, it gave us the billboard idea, and our show skyrocketed. We took off like a rocket after this billboard campaign. And of course, the show was pretty damn good as well.
Monica Lewinsky one was good, too.
That was another great one.
There was a bunch of great billboards, but
the Monica one was my favorite.
Okay, but this was the first.
Yeah, the Monica Lewinsky one was it was my picture and then Monica, and then it said MJ and BJ, and it was.
I'm not sure that would fly these days.
Can you imagine?
Probably owe Monica an apology.
So it was my picture, MJ, and then instead of BJ's real picture, it just had a picture of Monica Lewinsky, and it was MJ, BJ.
That's
Monica.
good
That was another great billboard campaign.
For the MJ, BJ, OJ. MJ, how are you not wearing your T-shirt this morning?
You know what? That's a good point.
I just found an image online, and I didn't think of it until we're talking about it.
And then listen to this.
Wasn't there a glass of orange juice at one point up there?
No.
Maybe I imagined.
So
I think you imagined that. No, but then
hallucinated
we took the billboard. We took the whole MJ, BJ, OJ billboard, and we put them on T-shirts, and people were buying those things. People were snapping those up. There are still MJ, BJ, OJ billboard T-shirts that are around town.
In existence.
Yeah, people still say, I saw someone wearing one of those old T-shirts. All right, now on to the phone calls that we made to OJ Simpson. The first call is, we had OJ's number at his place in Brentwood. And this is after the arrest, after he posted bond and he was out. And we had OJ's phone number. And we called him kind of incessantly at like 5 a.m. LA time. It was like, 7:30, 8 o'clock here in Tampa Bay, but 3 hours earlier out in Los Angeles. And one of the calls we made, and we know that, OJ has a thing for, pretty attractive women. And we had Michelle, my lovely wife, Michelle. We had her call OJ pretending to be a woman that OJ met recently. And here it is. And then it goes into a couple of other crank calls that we made to OJ. So first, the Michelle call. Listen to this.
Hello?
OJ.
Yeah.
Hey, guess who?
Who there?
Hey, it's Michelle. From the party the other
Hey,
night?
babe. Hello?
Tall, brunette, big breasts. I was thinking about coming over and snuggling. Would you like me to come over and snuggle?
Who is it?
Michelle?
Oh.
Up from the party?
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking of coming over and snuggling. But you gotta promise me one thing.
What's that?
Just don't kill me! If I come over and snuggle, you won't kill me?
Oh, cut me. God.
Michelle, that was perfect.
Calling OJ again.
Hello.
OJ, hey, it's Bill. Remember me? We met at the. Are you sleeping?
No.
OJ, hey, it's Bill. Why don't we go play golf today? Oh, I'm sorry. They're taking your golf clubs. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, wait, hey, can I borrow your Chevy Suburban? Oh. They're taking his Heisman Trophy too, right?
Yeah. Taking it off the shelves, baby. Coming in to get it.
Yeah.
OJ, what if we just sat around and stared at your Heisman Trophy? It's early there, too.
Hello.
Mr. Simpson, I'm sorry to bug you so early in the morning. This is OJ Simpson, correct?
Yeah.
This is Bill Bartlett. I'm with Red Rum Movers, and we took your piano last Friday, and I need to make arrangements today to get your piano back. Maybe sometime afternoon, possibly? Is that okay? Sometime afternoon? Sir, I realize it's only 5:39 in the morning. I do apologize, but, we get an early start here at the Red Rum Piano Movers.
Okay.
How about afternoon? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Are you going to be at the house?
Yeah.
All right, because we're bringing the piano back today. As a matter of fact, we're loading it up onto the truck right now. Guys, be careful. Oh, my God.
What?
They just smashed the piano. They just smashed. Oh, by the way, you know what Red Rum Movers is backwards? It's murder. Murder Movers. So there we go. A bunch of calls to OJ. Yeah. It was 5 o'clock in the morning when we were calling the dude. But what was the deal? They seized a bunch of his items. They took the Heisman. The piano deal was real. They took a piano out of his house for some reason. And then I was calling his Red Rum Movers, which, of course, The Shining, Red Rum, murder backwards. But what was the piano deal? Do you remember what that was? I couldn't remember.
No, I don't remember.
I
But
thought you were just taking a guess on that.
Yeah, no. There were news stories.
I gotta go get Hal.
Go get Hal. So they took his piano. They took his Heisman. The funniest one is the Michelle one.
So I found a story from 1997.
Oh, here you go.
That OJ Simpson's piano was seized.
Yeah. Was it the civil judgment or something after the murder trial?
Was it that close? Because Goldman eventually acquired the whole Heisman.
Yeah. So before we get to Hal Herman and the debut of Hal Herman and 2 live songs here on the MJ Morning Show, minutes away, remember that OJ was found not guilty of the murders of Ron and Nicole.
Right.
I've got some of that famous audio here, but also remember there was a civil judgment. The Goldmans sued. They got a $33.5 million civil judgment against OJ Simpson. And OJ, I think, only ended up paying like $100,000, but also the $33.5 million judgment against OJ a couple of years after the murder trial, that swelled to today that OJ owes the Goldmans $100 million.
Woo.
$100 million, and of course the Goldmans saw maybe $100,000 from that civil lawsuit.
And the old man Goldman, Fred Goldman, was on OJ's ass all the time. He never let OJ make a dime
That was
doing
his
anything.
son.
Yeah, good for him.
Yeah, some of the audio that is just ingrained in our heads.
We, the jury, in the above entitled action, find the defendant Orenthal James Simpson not guilty of the crime of murder.
And then, you saw that smirk and smile come over his face like, man, I got away with it, And then, of course, the famous Johnny Cochran line. A lot of people think that Johnny Cochran said, if the glove doesn't fit, you must have quit.
No, he didn't.
He never said glove. And actually, the whole, if it doesn't, and that was a brilliant line, totally brilliant line that one of the ancillary lawyers apparently came up with during a strategy session in like a conference room and just came up with, if it doesn't fit, you must acquit. And then apparently Johnny Cochran said, oh my God, that is brilliant. And they started like high-fiving each other. Seriously, the story is they started high-fiving each other that they came up with, if it doesn't fit, you must acquit. And they actually used it for two things. It was a knit cap, a knit like ski cap. It was a black ski cap, and that Johnny Cochran was saying that the hat was too small for OJ. And then the gloves, so it was both things.
The day Mr. Darden asked Mr. Simpson to try on those gloves, and the gloves didn't fit. Remember these words. If it doesn't fit, you must acquit.
And that was during the closing argument. So that was the gloves, then the hat.
It's no disguise. It's no disguise. It makes no sense. It doesn't fit. If it doesn't fit, you must acquit.
So there you go. The two times, if it doesn't fit, you must acquit, being used.
I was just reading a meme that OJ was drafted by the Buffalo Bills. Obviously, they were able to get him as a first pick because they lost a game at the end of the previous season. Buffalo is where he met Nicole. Obviously, that led them to.
Was she a cheerleader?
I don't know what her story was, but the point is, if not for the Buffalo Bills, OJ wouldn't have made the Kardashians famous. We wouldn't have had Kim Kardashian. So we have the Buffalo Bills losing in 1970 to thank for the Kardashians of today.
Oh, and the Kardashians are intertwined. There's a story that didn't OJ claim to have had like sex with Chris Jenner, right?
I don't. Was it OJ who claimed that, or was it just? I remember there were so many books written by
in a hot tub or something.
Yeah,
or,
it was rumor.
It was a rumor.
Nobody claimed it.
There was
swinging,
a rumor that OJ got with Kris Jenner in a hot tub. But then before Hal Herman, folks, a couple of things OJ related. He fled California for asset protection from the Goldmans and the $33.5 million verdict. He moved to Florida, down to like Kendall, near Miami. He moved to Kendall because of Florida legal protections that your house cannot be taken. So OJ came to Florida, and then when he got to Florida, he got in trouble here in Florida. I bet you don't even remember the whole DirecTV scandal. All right, hold on. OJ moved to Florida to protect assets so his home could not be seized by the Goldmans. Right. And while he was in Florida, an obvious double murderer that got away with murder. Then when he moved to Florida, he got involved in pirating DirecTV. He was like selling like the jimmied up boxes and like the cards, the access cards.
Yeah.
OJ Simpson was busted and like sued by DirecTV for stealing DirecTV. I mean, unbelievable. I mean, so from double murder to like boosting DirecTV signal. So he got in trouble and DirecTV went after him. He settled with DirecTV for $25,000. Seriously. So OJ had to give DirecTV $25,000 because he was pirating DirecTV signals. Unbelievable. And then, of course, the white Ford Bronco chase. I mean, remember it was like the NBA playoffs?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, you'll never forget where you were when you watched that, right?
I remember we were watching. The playoffs were on NBC. And was it the championship game or was it just the playoffs? I'm trying to remember. I think the Knicks were in the game. I'm trying to remember.
It was the Knicks Rockets.
Was it the championship game or was it just playoffs?
I thought it was that was the NBA championship game.
Okay. And I remember that they had this is NBC, and like Tom Brokaw's interrupting the NBA on NBC. And there was a time where they had the white Ford Bronco chase full screen, and the NBA championship game was in the little box in the corner. I'm like, what is going on here? I mean, Fester just brought up a screenshot.
Yeah.
Look, seriously, Fester just brought up the screenshot.
Knicks Rockets finals.
Yeah, it's Patrick Ewing and Hakeem Olajuwon and OJ racing. I mean, how perfect would it be if instead of a hearse they used the white Bronco?
I've seen those memes too.
It's just in general.
Yeah.
His son
coffin hanging out the back tailgate.
Yeah. Is Al Cowling still alive?
This is AC. Yeah, this is AC. I've got OJ and a coffin in the back. Remember the 911 call? It was, hey, Andrew, see if you can find that for later on. AC Cowling's 911 or the police call where he's like, this is AC. I've got OJ in the back, as he's driving down like the 405.
So OJ's son, Justin Simpson, is a St. Petersburg realtor.
Yeah, he is. His kids live here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right.
Yeah, they do. I mean, they didn't ask for any of this. This has been a tough life for them.
Yeah.
But I think they're doing well now.
And then is Hal ready? I haven't seen Hal Herman. Oh, Hal Herman is ready. But first, who could forget Kato Kalin?
I love Kato.
Yeah, I follow him on IG, and I've interviewed him a couple times. He's a really nice guy.
Yeah. Hey, Andrew, did you pull the Kato Kalin audio? Where's Kato? I was looking for Kato.
We got Kato?
Yeah, where's I don't see Kato on the page here.
Now, is Kato like
here it is. I got it.
Is he the ultimate Hollywood mooch? Living in like OJ's.
I remember he was the house guest, and
he lived like in the garden shed or something, or in the house in the back.
Listen, even Kato knew that OJ killed Ron and Nicole. Come on. So Kato puts out a statement on social media yesterday, shot a video.
I've been asked to comment on the death of OJ Simpson. Foremost, I'd like to express my condolences to the children, to Sydney and to Justin, to Jason and Arnell. They lost their father, and that is never easy. I wish to express my love and compassion to the Goldmans, to Fred and to Kim. I hope you find closure. And finally, to the family of the beautiful Nicole Brown Simpson. May we always cherish her memories. Nicole was a beacon of light that burned bright. May we never forget her.
Yeah, Kato and Nicole were very close.
Yeah, Kato looked good. I mean, like aged, but still looks really good. And I thought,
he's got to be about 65.
I don't know, but he looked really good, I thought, on the video he shot. And, he comes across as intelligent. Back in the day, he came across as this, like, dopey L.A. surfer dude, But I think now, he comes across as very intelligent these days.